Hello, everybody. Hopefully everyone can see me. Good evening, good evening. And once again, we are coming to you from the Quail Shack virtually, as it is cold outside and dark. So welcome, everybody. Can everyone hear me? Can you see me okay? I know I'm still having a few issues with that there. Anyways, hello, welcome everyone. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's good to see you. If not, my name is Matt. I'm here with the Grafted Branch Homestead. This is Quail Shack Chat with Matt, the weekly live stream I do on Saturday night. And I like to do some skill share and some fellowship, as well as show some quail and chickens and different things here from my very urban homestead in the Southwest desert. So thanks for joining me. Tonight I have two things I want to show. Let's see. Hey, CDB, good to see you. Audio visuals, good. Awesome. All right. Well, I have a couple different things going on today. You'll notice, let's see, where is it? Up here, I have a new logo I've been working on. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one, but it's one of the ones I have. It might be one I put on stickers or something like that. And then we got Mr. Landfill in here. Hey, good to see you. Fantastic name. J. Mary, last one. Shalom. Good to see you guys. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope your week's gone well. So we'll give it just a moment to say hi to everyone. And before we get started. And so we have had, oh, that's the wrong one. I hopefully you guys aren't getting any of that echo. I have my phone on once again and as one of my cameras, and for whatever reason I can't get its volume to go all the way off. So if you're hearing an echo, let me know. If not, we'll just let it go. Okay, good, no echo. So I have a couple things. I know this week, and as always, has been extremely busy. Not a lot with the urban homestead stuff going on, more so just life in general. Today, I know in particular, I was absolutely wiped out, drained of energy. I just felt like I couldn't get up. I couldn't get my head clear or get going. I don't know if you guys have those days. Today was definitely one of those days for me. I had to fight to do everything. Hey, Psych. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you. So yeah, I'm drinking some coffee. I absolutely battled energy today, as most people battle that all the time. And it got me thinking, I really don't want to be drinking the energy drinks. They're just horrible for you. I drink way too much coffee, although I do love it. And so I was thinking about some natural energy drinks, ones that would also be beneficial for my body. As everything we do here, I'm learning skills and a better way of going about things. And so it got me thinking a little bit about some natural energy drinks. Hey, Verna, good to see you. Yeah. Clark and Age are joining me as well. Hey, that's cool. Hey, Clark, hey, Age, good to see you guys. Well, thanks for joining. Tonight's stream won't be too long as usual, but a couple things I want to talk about. So I was thinking about energy and natural things, and it really got me thinking. I had seen a video about a year ago now by a gentleman, older gentleman that I absolutely loved his stream. I still love his stream and his videos. He did a fantastic job with them, really taught me a lot of different things that I learned from. And one of the things about a year ago is actually the last video of his that I commented on that he replied back to me. Actually, before the Lord called him home, and before he passed away there, unfortunately. But he was an older gentleman, and it was, I believe, old age and some things like that. But that gentleman was the old Alabama gardener. I don't know if any of you guys have seen him or ever checked out his channel. They do still have his channel up, and that's why I felt comfortable about talking, about him still. I really did learn a lot. But the last video I had commented on his that I had gotten a comment back. Oh, and Mr. Landfill saying thumbs up. Yep. Everyone give it a thumbs up if you can. And so I say this as I'm drinking my coffee. It was a video on an all-natural energy drink. Now, he did it on this. He said he was in his 80s. He said he drinks about a quart of this every day. and it has so many health benefits for you in honey and ginger and lemon and apple cider vinegar and all kinds of things. And so he had this recipe for this, and I hadn't tried it yet, but it was something I really wanted to, and so I felt it fitting. J. Mary, last one, you remember him? Yeah, I thought he was a really neat guy. I really enjoyed listening to him. And actually, hey, something I wanted to throw out there. If you're younger, definitely seek out people that are older and learn from them. They have a lot of knowledge, whether it be on YouTube or in life. And if you're older, try and share some of the knowledge or experiences you have, whether either of you think it's going to be beneficial to one or the other, or maybe people don't listen. I know I hear that a lot. No one cares. There are people out there that it benefits, and seeds that get planted. So you never know what you're going to say or do, who it's going to benefit. And so that's one of the huge things I want to do here, is benefiting people. So definitely an older gentleman full of very wise knowledge. And so he had a short little video, and he just called this energy drink. I'm calling it the OAG energy drink, the Old Alabama Gardener energy drink. And so I have put together just a short little video on how to make it. I believe it's about 3.5 minutes long. So I'm going to play that now, and I encourage everyone, just watch it. Kind of neat. That's most of my life, Verna is saying. I love sharing. Verna, I learn a lot from you too. So, okay, I'm going to play this quick little video. So I have my all organic ginger that I am grating now. You don't have to grate the skin off. You'll get little floaties in there, but I did. And then you want to finely grate that, real nice and fine, or chop it up real good. And after a minute or two of doing that, I went ahead and I got my clean quart-sized mason jar. And so the first thing we did was we took the finely grated ginger there, and you want 1 heaping tablespoon. I didn't have my tablespoon anywhere, so I used a teaspoon. So if you're doing that, you want 3 heaping teaspoons. And so your heaping tablespoon of finely grated organic ginger will add. You're then going to add 2 tablespoons, or if you're using a teaspoon like me, it would be 6 teaspoons of all organic honey. So 3 tablespoons of your all organic, all natural, unpasteurized honey. Local is best, but we use what we got. Next to that, you're going to want to add 1 cup of lukewarm water, and it's very important this is lukewarm. You don't want it hot because it will kill those beneficial bacteria and things, properties in there. So just warm enough to melt the honey, so you can stick your finger in it. And we'll mix that up real good to mix the honey in the water. Next, we're going to add some all organic apple cider vinegar. Here I didn't have the all organic with me, so I just used the best I have, but apple cider vinegar. And you want to add 4 tablespoons of that. Again, I'm using the teaspoon here, so that's 12 teaspoons. But 4 tablespoons of all organic apple cider vinegar. Next thing we're going to want to add is your all organic lemon juice. Again, I don't have the all organic here. Use what you got. Organic is best. And you're just going to add 1 good tablespoon, or 3 teaspoons. I like to add probably closer to 4 teaspoons. I had extra splash at the end that I didn't show. And that's just for flavor. And then last, we want to add some salt. Remember to be the salt of the earth, adding flavor and all and intensifying that. This is some crushed pink Himalayan sea salt. And so just a pinch of that, and we'll stir that in. And lastly, we're going to add some cool water, 2 to 2.5 cups, just to fill up that jar with cool water. And we'll mix that all up. And that's going to be the last step to our energy drink here, so we can put that in the fridge and enjoy it for later. And of course, you want to drink this throughout the day for several days, or every day if you can, to see the most benefit from it. Great for the gut, great for the body, and according to old Alabama gardener, good for the health. So thank you, sir, for all you taught me. You'll be missed. Oh, there we go. All right, awesome. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I did learn a whole lot from him. This was definitely something I wanted to try and share. I tried to film the video, if you've watched him before, kind of in the same way he filmed. And he would throw up the recipe like that, and I really thought it was beneficial and cool. So I decided to shoot it in that same type format. So CDB, rinse your mouth after drinking it. Acidic can be bad for the teeth. Oh, okay. That's true. The decaf sign, that's my wife's, yep. All right, so I have it here, and smells wonderful. Definitely smell the ginger and the lemon. The honey, it's not too overwhelming. So we're going to try this. And according to him, this is something you're not going to, it's not like a Red Bull. You're not going to get that immediate rush. It is something that you need to drink about a quart a day. And after a few days, you should start feeling just more energy, more wanting to get about doing things, more wanting to not just sit around. It's supposed to give you that boost. Of course, with the ginger, that's going to give you a huge gut boost. Really take care of some of my stomach problems and things as well. Honey is amazing. It'll be good for the throat. So this is something I'm excited to try, and I encourage everyone else. Let's see. Does it work for the lazies? Hopefully, we're going to find out. Let's see. You can make up half a gallon of it, 2 quarts, and let one ferment overnight for added benefit. That's a great idea. Yep. I think I might actually try that, Verna. So we're going to try this. It's good. Tastes like a ginger kombucha, really. And so yeah, if you were going to let that ferment, I mean, you could do like a kombucha type. I could definitely see how that gives you kind of a zing. It's good. All right. So that's the first thing I wanted to share. The second thing really is just a couple things I got going on here. Do a little chit chat, and then I'm going to hop over to this other screen. And actually, we have a special guest coming in to help us with our next part. But first, as I had mentioned, this is one of my logos. I don't know if you guys like it. It's one of the new ones I've developed. I kind of want to put on stickers, maybe a shirt, something like that. And so it's the Grafted Branch Homestead. I have a couple others here too. And so I'm going to pop just a couple up just because it's fun. And so let me see here. Let's do this. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to have a little fun for a minute here with you guys. You like the new emblem? Okay, cool. I really like that one too. Now look, I could be in the city. There's for my urban homestead. Now, this isn't my house, but we'll pretend for now. My house in the country. This is my farmhouse. Okay. Let's see what we got next. All right, there's my emblem. This is another one I had developed. Let me scoot sideways. I just kind of thought it was neat, and so that incorporates, of course, the Zia with the Southwest urban homestead there. Oh, puppy, go ahead. Out, puppy. I'm going to take the puppy out. Puppies are all coming in. Okay, so we got a couple of these. Let's see. And so I thought those were fun. I guess that's about it there. But yeah, so not a whole lot going on. I did get this new oh boy. Hi. So this is our special guest. This is Farmer Casey. If you caught him in the mornings, your hair is a mess, bud. If you've caught him in the mornings, he comes and he likes to do some cooking, some gardening things. Well, now is the time. Actually, would you go shut the door for me real quick?
Yeah.
Now is the time that we're going to start. Our gardening really starts. It never really stops. Through the winter, we got to plan the garden. You got to build infrastructure, soil, things like that. A couple live streams ago, we had made some of our seed starter mix. And I'm not going to go through all of that, but we are going to use it. So Farmer Casey's here. He's having some fun with the green screen. But we're going to pop over and he's going to help me out. From now on, pretty much every week, we're going to be planning things, right?
Yes,
I know. Look at you. And watch, this one's fun. So we're going to be planning things. There we go. And about every week. And I want you guys you can join us and see what we're planning. Now, we're zone about 7B here in the high desert in the southwest here. But there are a few things we can start now. So actually, we're going to start some of our sweet peas now and some of our bunching onions. And so I'm going to switch camera. You want to flip your shirt around there? Oh, let me fix this real quick. Let's see. Oh, look, Verna's saying, "Hey, Farmer Casey, good to see you."
I'm really happy to be on one of your nighttime lives, but it's
and the second one, spell your name out.
Right now.
It's usually your bedtime. Yep. Yeah. Oh, she was saying this one. I think she liked.
Also,
maybe spell the name out in this one.
I want to take a sip of that energy drink.
Would you like to try it? Okay.
Oh, floating head wants
now it's ginger, so it's strong. Okay, it's good, but it is kind of strong. What do you think?
I'm not really a fan.
You're not really a fan of it? Okay. Let's set it aside. Oh, and CDB is saying, "Casey, where is your body?" All right, I'm going to switch camera. There we go. And we are going to be switching sounds too, so hopefully it's good. You want to scoot over? Okay, so let me talk for a second and you can help me out, okay? We'll scoot over here. All right, what we got here is our seed starter mix. And this we made in our stream a few weeks ago. But basically, what it is 3 parts peat moss to 1 part, or to half part vermiculite, half part perlite. It gives half a tablespoon of garden lime and half a tablespoon of a just real low, all-purpose, all-natural fertilizer. I use Dr. Earth, the 222 in this one. And did I miss anything else? That's about it. So we include vermiculite, there we go, in here, because those are the little balls that you'll see. Those hold water. Those are going to keep the water in the soil so it doesn't dry out, because your little seed starts can't dry out. Then we add, for the opposite effect, perlite, which is like little balls, these little white balls we see, and they help loosen the soil so it can drain, because you don't want the seeds to sit in too much moisture. Yeah.
I'm kind of like salt.
Well, kind of like sand, or yeah. And then we want to add just a mild fertilizer just to help them out. The garden lime is going to help. So the peat moss can be slightly acidic, so that's going to help, or slightly alkaline, I believe. Anyway, so that helps balance the pH there. Can I let Chewy out real quick and then cut that?
Oh, you got it.
Oh, he kicked the door open. That's pretty funny.
Good soil.
So it's good soil. Now, there's a couple things about it. I got to blow my nose. Give me just a moment. That garden lime is also going to provide some calcium for the strong root structure.
Exactly.
Now, the thing we do with it, though, and this can be good for an indoor potting mix or a seed starter, is you want to hydrate the soil. Now, when we do this, I do it with boiling water, really hot boiling water. And that is because a lot of times, especially peat moss, can have little gnat eggs. And if you're going to be doing it inside, like we're doing here, you don't want those hatching out. So I do boiling water to kill that off. So what do we have here? What? With the seed heat mat. Yep. So this will keep it at about 70 degrees. Use some of the So what we're going to be doing is up here. Now, something we had done last year wrong, or I did wrong, was I had the lights far too high above the plants. I was concerned anyone burn them, things like that. And so we'll let your zombie plant come back and just show it. Is it going to sleep? Well, we can still show it.
These are the
They are. We'll show those ones in a moment. Okay, so I got the heat mat here. That's going. That's going to keep it about 70. You don't necessarily need the lights when the plants are germinating. They can be in the dark for that, but we'll have them on. Yeah. Now this tray, these windowsill ones, I actually really like. We have a bottom solid piece. It comes with these lancers, and I like these because you can break them apart into a couple different pieces, which I'm actually going to do later. There we go. Yeah, rain gutters. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we're going to be planting a couple things now that we can do early. We got some sugar daddy peas. Some pea plants are going to get going, and then we're going to start some bunching onions. Okay, I'm going to put on gloves just because I don't want to wash my hands in between using the computer and all. So I'm going to fill these with soil. What? Let me go get you gloves. They're going to be big, okay? Okay, get over here. Let me get you some because you'll need them to push the seeds down. Well, here's medium. That might be a little better. Let me grab some of these. We wouldn't probably use gloves normally, but we want our hands clean because we're touching the computer and things afterwards.
content.
Otherwise, we just wash them. Ooh, careful.
I was content spinning.
You were content spinning? Okay. Let me read it. I can see some comments. Let's see. Boiling water. Yep. All right, here, Kate. Okay, let's try and be still. Okay. You're gonna help me out, right?
I'm just cold, so I'm kind of like shivering and I'm really hot.
So, okay, you put those on. I'm gonna start packing them, and then I'll show you what to do, and then you can do it on the rest. Okay? Sonic theme song. I don't know what that is. Can't think of it. So we want to pack this in here, not real tight, but you don't want it real loose that when you water it, there's just gonna, it'll settle down too low. And so we're gonna do two different trays. I actually have a different kind of tray back here that we'll put the onion in. Maybe you can help out with. And so the part I made here, I actually used one like the little sandwich lunch meat containers, the small one, to find the part. And so what I did was I did 9 of those of peat moss. Careful, honey, I don't want it going. Okay. You can have fun, but let's not make that. I don't remember what I'm saying. That's okay. All right. Let me put this one down and you can help me with this next step. Okay, you ready?
Works on farm.
Well, farmer cake doesn't need any. Okay, come on over here. All right, are you gonna help me? Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna show you what we're doing, okay? So I'm gonna poke a hole, but you don't want it very deep. We're gonna make a little hole about look how deep I'm doing it? Just about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Now we're gonna do peas in this big tray. And so I have them soaking here. These are our sugar daddy peas. And so we're gonna make just about that deep, not very deep. Let me show the camera. And we'll drop our pea in there. And then we're gonna push a little bit over, okay? You want it? Yeah. Let me make some little holes. They're kind of wrinkly, they're dry. Okay. So this is normally when I would fast forward, but we're live, and we're not doing that. Yeah, you can put a little bit more on top. That's good. Did you fill this whole part section? Did you get this one? Okay. And then when I start in on the other one. We don't want to pack it too tight. There you go. And so next week, I think we're going to be doing some lettuces and spinach, things like that. We'll be working our way up to the peppers and tomatoes and some of those other plants. Then we have some that are just direct sow, like carrots. We'll use our carrot tape again, our seed tape for the carrots, right?
Oh.
Remember? We take the toilet paper and we make a seed tape. Actually learned that. We've been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh yeah, there's plastic.
Oh, I got a small one.
That's okay. So we'll plant this whole tray. We'll set it back there on the heat mat. We don't need the lights on yet, but we'll put them on. And we're gonna keep the lights real low. So that's what I was saying. Before I had them up a lot higher, and we ended up getting some really lanky, kind of stringy plants. So this time we're gonna do much more light and a lot lower. I have these there's two of these light bars back here going on this shelf, and we'll do that on each shelf.
Sorry.
Okay. Now where are we at? We planted this one? We need to plant here now? Did we get this one?
Yes,
We did. Okay. We're over here. Let's go over here. Do we have enough peas?
Yes.
This year too, we're gonna try, like last year I think I did like 3 or 4 different varieties of peas and things like that. I'm gonna try and stick with one variety and write down in a notebook when we do this, because I always lose track of what we have where and when it was planted and how many days till harvest. One of our goals this year is to be much better about make a mess.
It gets cool sleeping.
Oh, I know, but it's late at night and I don't want to clean up a mess before bed. Okay?
The more you squeeze it, it's like more.
As well, I put boiling water in there to kill the gnats. Okay, we're getting, there's a lot of times peat moss, this one. A lot of times peat moss will have little gnat eggs. So we will finish this up. Then we're going to show and do this other small tray of bunching onion. And then we'll say goodbye to Farmer Casey for tonight. And hopefully we'll be back on tomorrow. Okay, let's get over here. Well, I'm sure glad you hopped on to help, though you don't normally join us for our Saturday night thing. Okay. I'm going to finish up after this, okay? All right, let's plant this last tray over here of the peas. Oh, I'm getting hot. I don't know about you, but it's hot here. Maybe it's the light and stuff I have now. This other tray I'm going to use, actually, I think this is by Burpee, I believe. And so these are kind of a neat tray. They have a push-out bottom to help. I like it. This one doesn't have a top, a greenhouse top, though. That's all right. We're still going to use that. This one's a little bit bigger. So we're going to do that for the bunching onion. Let me know when you're done with that tray.
Done.
Okay, just a sec. You know, scoot it over. Let's put the top on it. With this one. All right. No, not quite done with that yet. We'll put the greenhouse top on that does have some holes for vents. And that's going to go on the heat mat right there. I am going to end up putting a heavy plastic like shower curtain behind this just because of the window. Without any, do we make a mess? Kind of got everywhere, huh? Yeah. Okay. Well, we tried not to make a mess. It was bound to happen.
Why is there that? Now I'm going to put these.
And yeah, don't put your finger in there, please, because your hands are wet and you're just going to get them all stuck there. We want to put them in, not lose them all. Okay? Oh, let's not do that, please. I don't want seeds everywhere. I got soil all over my feet and pushed in the carpet. Mommy's going to be mad at us.
They're in my top.
Yeah, we made a big mess. Okay. So now we're going to put some of these seeds in here. And these we have bunching onions. Just wait and listen, okay? And be patient. So we're just going to put, we only want like 3 or 4 in each hole. And then we'll push it over, okay? And then do these other ones. Just like 3 or 4 of them. Go there. There we go. All right, this is right here. Okay. Now let's take our gloves off. So this one doesn't have a top. We got covered up. And that will go right in here, right next to this one. All right. And that's all. Now, next week, we're going to plant some other things. Okay? Remember, we're on camera here? You want to say goodbye to everyone? Over here.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks for helping, buddy. Try not to step on all this. Okay. All right. Goodbye, bud. Thank you. Let's get the camera back. Okay, real quick. All right. But then you need to get to bed. Okay. You're popping. Go to bed. Love you. Honey, you need to listen.
Bye.
Bye. Shut the door, please. Okay. All right. Well, let me hop in. I hope everyone enjoyed that. He has lots of energy always, but he is very sweet. They're saying dream sweet, Casey. Yep. All right. So important to teach. Hopefully some of it sticks. I know I was taught a lot of things as a child too, and I don't know how much I listened to. Not enough, not as much as I should have, but still got to plant those seeds, and you don't know what's going to stick. Yeah, he's really enjoying the green screen. So I always thought of a green screen as something that was maybe expensive or piece of equipment. And so I bought this one for, I think it was like $12 or $11. And it's just a green sheet and 2 little clamps. That's all it came with. And so it's really neat. And it didn't cost hardly anything. But I do like that I can throw things up on it. So we're still experimenting with that. Yeah, he's way too much fun. And yep, Spice of Life saying it's okay. Life is messy. We actually have 12 people in here, so that's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. And so those were the 2 things. Wow, I got a mess. Oh, that's okay. So those are really the 2 things I wanted to show. I do want to show every week the things we're planning from now on until we work our way up into the garden and getting them out there. This year, I'm definitely going to go at it more purposeful and record a lot better so I know what's going on. Last year, I did spend a lot of time walking through the garden saying, I think this is, or I believe this is. So this year, I'm going to know what that is. But my technical skills are awesome. I am not a technical person at all. I struggle with my phone and all that. So the fact that I'm doing all this, I think is pretty neat. I'm coming along. And I have the background as the Quail Shack because this is Quail Shack Chat with Matt. So we're there virtually today. Oh no, I tried to take care of my doggies before the show started, but it didn't work out. I will have to go. Take care for now. See you next time. Shalom. Shalom, J. Mary. Last one. You have a good evening. Great to see you. Thanks for coming always. As always, tonight's stream's not going to be too long. We've been going for about 35 minutes. I'll probably go for about another 10 minutes or so, just enjoying some fellowship with everyone here. And then we'll hop off. But I do plan on putting out a lot more video content. I've been doing some shorts and some things like that lately. Haven't got in a whole lot of the actual video content on there. But hopefully to get a lot more of that. Good to see everyone. Yep. I have mung beans and alfalfa growing in the animal room. Oh, you know what? I know what I was going to do. Something else I was going to plant, actually. So I'm going to scoot over here and stand in some of this mess, switch the camera back, actually. And I'm going to plant some chicken fodder because my fodder thing is empty now, and it's a good time to do that. If you aren't familiar with what the fodder is, it's microgreens. And so these ones I grow in particularly for the chickens, but you can grow them for you as well. They're extremely packed with nutrients and beneficial. Real easy to do. You can do it in small scale. Now the microgreens, all they are is densely packed seed that you only let grow so high, and then you eat them. And then when you grow it that way, it's called microgreens. And when I'm doing it for the animals, I do believe that is fodder. And so let me switch that camera back over actually, and I'll do that, and you can see our mess. So I've showed this several times, and this is just the little tower here. And so this has some different trays that have all these little holes, and it lets it leak down. And so what I do, it's all empty now, but I like to give them a tray a day when it's full. And the quail enjoy this, and the chickens enjoy this. And so I just take the tray, the bottom one to catch water, and then we have that top white one, and just sprinkle some of this. Now this is just some ground cover, chicken scratch grains. So it's a lot of clover and things like that, but I just kind of real densely pack that. And then we put on the next one. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll do one, let the water go through. Tomorrow I'll come plant another. That way they stay a day apart. But what I'm going to do this time is just go ahead and plant them all. So they're going to get all the quail and chickens, and everyone will get a feast all at the same time. It's important to make sure you're giving your birds greens. And you don't necessarily need to with the quail. They're going to get most everything they need from their nutrients. It's good for the chickens. They do need that, I believe, folic acid in there in their eggs. So it's good to give them greens through the winter when they're not able to really find them. The quail really enjoy it, though. If you are giving them the quail, the fodder, much like the chickens, they need grit. And so if they're eating things besides their normal food, they do need some grit. And so actually, when I hop back on, I may make this a little bit longer because I did want to get into chicken feed a little bit and quail feed. And so then I just add some water here. And to the top, about half a cup. And that trickles down through all the holes all throughout this little tower. And about once or twice a day, I lift it up, take the water out of the bottom, and about twice a day, and put water in the top. So we'll set that aside. We'll let that get going. Switch camera back over. Join me back over here. We'll talk about feed for a moment. There we go. Hopping right back over. Hey, Clark. Good to see you hopped on in the chat too. Are you doing any chili peppers this year? Oh boy. Okay. We'll talk about peppers. Yes. Peppers and then feed. Okay. Let's do that. If you give the quail their yolks, they will get darker. Oh, if you give them so the folic acid is going to make that yolk a lot darker. So the birds do need it. Like I was saying, the chickens need grit. The quail, I give them a weekly or bi-weekly sand bath, and they will eat some of that and get the grit they need from that. But to answer Clark's question there, yeah, I love peppers. So I really started getting a lot of my plants, and when I started YouTube, I was really watching Papa Pepper. I still am. I highly suggest his channel. And so I got a lot of seeds from him, and my garden has a lot of peppers in it. I have cayenne peppers, Thai peppers. We have jalapenos, bell peppers. This year I do want to do some chili peppers, some green chilies, and habaneros, I believe I'm going to add. So love the peppers. I grow them, I dry them. I want to crush them and make powder. We still have a project that we want to be doing hot sauce. And so peppers are great. You can't feed them to the birds. So a lot of our dishes have that type of stuff in it, onions and peppers. And before I was withholding giving that, and this will get into feed, but before I was withholding giving that to the chickens, because you really don't want them to eat that. Now, the birds are pretty smart, and as long as you haven't cut them up so small that they can't identify it, if they can identify it, they won't eat it. So they'll pick. So then I started giving them the scraps with the bigger pieces, and they pick through that. And some of the stuff just sits there on the ground, and bugs and stuff get. So what I've started doing actually, now that I'm really letting those chickens in the compost, as you can see in some of my videos, is I've started giving them their table scraps or their treats like that. I give them it, I throw it in the compost pile now and let them dig through that. So those onions and peppers and things that they're not eating are just going into the compost and getting scraped around. Excuse me. And so with the chicken feed and the quail feed, I am on a mission to, one, get to a much more natural homemade or DIY form of feed. I want to supplement that with them being able to get their natural forage, scratch grains, or fodder. And then, of course, with the mealworms I'm raising, I want to grow a millet, sorghum, maybe flaxseed if I can, and some things like that to feed them. Now, where I'm at here on the urban homestead, everything we do really is on the small scale. It's to learn the skills so that way we can upscale when we do get land someday. And so I'm going to learn what grains I need to grow and how to grow those grains and those different things so as to feed my chickens and to feed my quail. And I slowly want to get away from the crumble diet and those types of diets. So that's my goal. We're going to see how well that works, but that will be a journey this year that I do encourage everyone to join me with as we explore the feed for the animals. And plabanos, oh yes, spice of life. So I guess that's what we'll be doing. But yeah, so I encourage everyone to join me this year as we do that. Let's see. If you give it, the tower, you can put in 2 cups of water, I think, at least 1 cup. Oh, okay. I think I said half a cup. Yeah, no, you're right, Verna. Yeah, probably a cup or 2. And you really need to do it like 2 or 3 times a day on the fodder. Real easy to do. I actually take the water out and I put that in my house plants, and that's what I like to water those with. And so, yeah. What peppers were you looking towards there, Clark? I know you're close. If there's something you'd like me to grow for you, I can do that and dry or bring fresh. We do supply, Grafted Ranch Homestead here do supply eggs for eating, chicken and quail, to different people. So if that's something you're interested in, actually something this week, either Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to be getting new baby chicken chicks in. And so I'm not hatching those out from egg. We don't have a rooster here. That's part of why I got the quail. But anyways, something I'd like to do in the future, but for now we do not have. But we're getting some baby chicks. So we actually have 3 different breeds of chickens. We have the Silky, little Nicky there. We have Rhode Island Reds and then Orpington Buffs. The Orpington Buffs, I think, are my favorite backyard chicken. They're really gentle and quiet and kind of that mama chicken, and I like them the best. The Rhode Island Reds, though, they're a little bit more aggressive, a little more active, but I think they're better for turning the compost, better egg production. They really lay, and so that is something that we want to do. Hey, Age, you're in here in chat too, so hey, thanks. Good to see you. Good reminder, I guess, if anyone in here, if you'd like to help out the YouTube algorithms, make sure you hit like, subscribe. I'm actually at 770 subscribers now. So it seems like just a few weeks ago, I was complaining about my subscriber number in the 600s there, but it is growing. And so I'm really excited to see everyone hopping on. I hope people are learning some or gaining some, whether it be fellowship or knowledge or whatever. I do always state, if you guys ever have questions, you'd like to see something, or me to grow something in particular, I'm always up for that. You can leave that in the comments or the chat. I still have not forgot that people want to see the mealworms, the raising of them. I'm just waiting for it to warm up to get onto that. So I do like to show a lot of my preparedness things and stuff like that. So if you want to see anything in that way. Hey, Nick, over at RG Arizona Homestead is on. Good chance to shout out. If you guys aren't on Rumble, check out Rumble. There's some amazing creators over there. Nick is over there. Good evening. Yeah. Hello to all in chat tonight. It is great to see you, Nick. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. So we made some natural homemade energy drink from the old Alabama gardener today. And we used our natural or our bulk DIY seed starter mix and got some seeds started. And so we're going to be going on the journey of that. Getting new baby chickens. The new quail, I'm going to get an order in and start those a little bit later, and probably when the chickens are almost ready to go out. And so we'll wait for it to warm up for that. Unless I can get the quail shack up and going. Some of these red tubs you see over here on the corner of my background, that's actually the mealworms. But where that is, I'm going to be building a big brooders, and the mealworms will grow under there as well. And so I'm hoping to put in that unit real soon here and get the chickens. Then once they're old enough in here that they can go out there, then I'll start incubating the quail in here. As far as animals go on the backyard urban homestead, I could probably do a few other things, maybe ducks or fish or rabbits. I've really decided not to go with any new animals. I am going to be showing a lot of projects really as I finish up the quail shack and the gazebo, the root cellar, and some other big projects I have going on. I want to show some of that, and some I will not show. So there's still going to be plenty of content this year and things I'm looking at doing. I'm just not adding new projects for a couple reasons. One being that this year, my goal is to get ready in finishing up projects, killing debt, and being prepared to move when the time comes. Move or jump, I guess, to say, at whatever it may be. Oh, and saying sub to RG, Mr. Landfill. Yeah, thanks. So, very cool. Oh, it's no, it's not Nick in here. I read that wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at this little screen. That's RG Arizona Homestead. So you guys are both in Arizona there. Hey, RG, it is great to see you. No, RG does some amazing wildlife videos, and he actually helped me out with my solar system a lot in the quail shack. So check him out. Go check his channel out. Some of the most beautiful, serene scenes when it snowed there. And then he has a little pond that catches a lot of wildlife. I really love watching. So go check out RG. He is a great guy over there. And people are saying hello. Sorry about that, RG. I just saw the Arizona real quick. Yeah, RG comes from the desert as well. Oh, Mr. Landfill saying, RG, do you have two channels? So this is something I actually came across too. He has an old channel and then a newer channel. So the one with more subscribers, I believe, is the newer one. You know what? I'm going to drop a link. Let me drop a link to his channel here. And I actually drop a link to a couple people's channels if they'd like. There we go. He helped me out a lot with, oh, I'm not subscribed to his old one. Okay, that's all right. That's so I don't forget, I guess. I do believe that's your old one. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Mr. Landfill saying, oh, okay, thanks. There we go. And good to see everyone in here. So got some new faces to the chat, some new faces in here, it looks like. That's awesome. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, so a lot of new things coming. A lot I'm excited about. A lot I don't have time for probably, but would love to do. Excuse me. Ooh, I don't know if that's that energy drink or just me. I know I'm always losing my voice on here. Well, it looks like we're at 50 minutes. I might as well give it 10 more and get us to the hour. It seems like I'm always trying to say, oh, we're going to end. I think that's because in my head, I just don't know what to talk about anymore. I got to get a little more comfortable with sitting here and just allowing the fellowship to happen. Excuse me. Yeah, and we got to see Farmer Casey on here, and he helped out a whole lot. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be doing something else. We're not staying on a real strict schedule with that. Now, as spring and summer progress, the garden chat with Matt on Sunday mornings kind of kicks up again. And so I'll be doing that every Sunday regardless, where I'm getting out and doing some things in the garden. We had decided to include garden tea with Farmer Casey as well. And so that will go into effect. Now, because it's winter, Sunday mornings have gone more towards Farmer Casey and cooking and things in the kitchen. It's extremely fun to do. However, he is a child, so we're not keeping that on a strict schedule. There's a lot of factors that depend there, whether he's going to come on and do a stream that morning or not. So we may or may not be on in the morning. We do hope to. But RG Arizona, I would love to start my garden, but Mother Nature is working with me as I have 3 more winter storms going to hit next week. Ooh, yeah, we have a few too. And I know here in New Mexico in particular, we always get a snowstorm right around tax day, or right around about April 15th. We always get a snowstorm. Now it really starts warming up the end of March, those first few weeks of April. Everyone gets real excited and gets out and gets all their plants in the yard. I've done this too. And then we have a freeze or a snowstorm happen late April. That kind of kills everything off. So this year we're going to combat that several ways. One, by getting better at doing our seed starts indoors. By getting better at that, I can prolong my growth season, get the plants a little further along before they hit the ground. 2, this year, we're going to put up some little hoop covers, or I don't know what you call them, little small covers over a lot of the plants, lettuces and things like that. I do want to put up a small little hoop house or greenhouse. I'm not sure if that's going to happen yet. It would be a cheap one if so, and something we can move. But we may do that. And so if we can do that, that'll help combat that for sure. We did do some plants this year that overwintered that will be coming in spring, like the garlic, the red winter wheat. So those are growing already. Let's see. Clark, I'm starting my seeds tomorrow. Hey, that's exciting. What are you growing there, Clark? You're starting your indoor starts, I'm guessing. But what do you got going? Mr. Landfill's saying, I lived in Tucson years ago for almost a year for some job training, and you loved it. Okay. So I've never lived in Arizona. I've definitely been through a lot, mostly going to California, but beautiful. Almost went to school there for auto stuff, but ended up not doing that. So one of these days, I don't know what you guys think about, but I've thought about having a panel or allowing guests to hop on stream with me so you could talk and it's just not all chat and just all me. Then we could talk about what people are planning. If that's something people are interested in, I've thrown an invite out before, but we can do that again. Always, if anyone's interested in that. And CDB was saying, how many days until you plant? So we planted a little bit today. Every week from now through, April really, I guess, or May, we'll be planting things pretty much in here, or every week, every other week. So we got some of our things that will do better in the little colder weather going now, the bunching onions, the peas. New Mexico jumps really quick from cold to kind of hot almost. And so there's a shorter window in there for the lettuces and spinach and things like that. Now this year I did go with some lettuce varieties in particular, like spinach varieties that are supposed to be a little hardier for the temperatures. I'm doing some more what I like to call strategic planting as well. And I had started this last year. And that being, I'm using plants to companion plant. I guess that's what it is. So we started companion planting things like basil around the tomatoes and stuff like that, so as to keep away bugs. Last year, I moved into a little bit using dandelions and sunflowers for their tap roots to break up the soil here. I also used them planted in certain areas to create some afternoon shade on some of the plants that were getting too much heat, I believe, and some strategic planting, kind of like those examples. So next week, either next week or the week after, I may give it a week, I'm not sure. We'll be planting some indoor spinach and lettuces in here. Now, lettuces and spinach is something I kind of want to start keeping year round going inside. Last year, we did do some potatoes indoors as well. May do some of that. I'm not sure. You may have noticed in the background here, my son in his arrow garden has some tomatoes going. So Farmer Casey's doing great. He's actually ahead of us. We canned a lot last year. We did work more on preserving. So we did canning, we did drying, things like that. Now, me and my wife would love to get a freeze dryer. That's probably not in the cards this year. So, of course, our goal is we want to get on land and start doing more of what we're doing now, be able to help other people out as well. That's my goal. And with looking at our plans and getting a little more, I guess, to say serious, for lack of better words with it. Anyways, me and my wife have decided I'm going to need a truck. We're going to need a truck. And I don't want to end up on a piece of land and not have the vehicle I need to get things on and off. And so that's a problem we're running into now. So step one is going to be acquiring a truck. And so we'll get that done. And then step two, hopefully that land. Clark is saying here, mainly peppers and herbs he's growing, getting started. Ahi Sharpita. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look. Habanero and ghost peppers. First year you're planting seeds from last year's harvest. Yes, that is awesome. That is awesome, Clark. Yep, seed saving. That was something we worked on last year. And side note, so I'm getting a lot of things in my Etsy shop, quail supplies I'd like to offer. Quail scissors, quail cartons, feeders and waters, things like that. I do want to offer hatching eggs and stuff. Last year I started selling seeds, and so that's something we're going to be putting more in our shop here shortly. And actually, what I really would like to do is figure out how to create a website, like an e-commerce type website, so I'm not going through Etsy. This may just be me, but here our family does do Sabbath, and so I don't like buying and selling on Saturday. And so I'd like to shut, like a lot like Bear Independent does, shut my website down Saturday. Side note there. But I would like to sell on my own site, so I'm trying to get that going. This year, I am going to be offering some red mustard green seeds. We have toothache plant or buzz button seeds. If you don't know what that is, that one's awesome. I'm going to be offering some of those, some pole bean seeds, and chickpeas or garbanzo beans. And so I have a couple of those seeds. I think I still may have some spinach seeds too that I'm going to be packing up and selling. And so, yeah, seed saving is awesome. That is, you're ahead of the game if you're there already. And this is going to be second year. It's even more exciting when you know those are your seeds too. So that's cool, Clark. I give bravo to you, man. Vern, I know you're in here, and I hope I don't bring up anything, but I heard in your stream that Evil Neighbor destroyed some of your stuff. So I'm so sorry about that. That is just not cool. Oh, RG Arizona. If you get a truck, make sure to have it in 4x4. You will need it for the mud derby during winter and monsoon season. That's an excellent point. Yep. Thank you. Good advice. Yeah, so I'm going to have to get that truck, and it would only be harder. Part of me just wants to get on the land. But part of what we're doing here, besides just building skills and things on the small scale to upscale, is I am trying to acquire the things that I'm going to need as well. So, some generators and the equipment and stuff like that, for example. But truck is going to be that big one. I'm not going to get anything new. I just paid off my car this year. And getting out of debt or lowering my debt is a huge goal or thing. So I don't want to get something that I'm going to put myself in debt for. The goal would hopefully be just to buy something, but the price of cars and trucks, outrageous. Ideally what I'd like is an older model, like a 70s truck, 4x4, something that's a beast that I can work on and learn to work on. I really like this drink. Highly suggest making it. I like it more and more that I'm drinking it. And this ginger is really going to help my stomach. Clark, you should start a channel or shoot some video. Or maybe shoot a little video and let me share. Maybe let me showcase once you get some plants going. Just show a few of them or something. That'd be neat. RG, get the land first and you can build on it later. So you're not rushed. Yeah. Well, that's still what I want to do. I guess the only thing before that would be the truck. So I want to get the truck and then get the land. Or are you saying get the land and then get the truck? I think it's going to be harder to do that. Building on it and stuff, though, yeah, got to get the land first. That's even biblical, to get the land and then build the house and do that. Whether we move into somewhere with a house or not, that'd be cool. If it was just up to me, and of course I got to think about my family. So I know you guys are listening, but I would just drag a little trailer out there and build up that way. But I do have to take everyone else into consideration as well. Clark, I'm interested. I'm dragging my feet about making some type of videos for years. Well, here, let's do this. When you get some plants going or something you want to show, take out your phone, shoot a couple minute little video showing them or something, send it to me, and I'll showcase you. I'll showcase that little video and then get you started. And maybe that will encourage you or give you a little feeling out to maybe whether you want to do more of that or not. That's my idea. But, yep. So I'm so excited about where we are. I never thought I'd be where I am now. I love this house. I love the land we're on, the place, the urban homestead. I don't like being in the city. I like that less and less. Security is a high problem. And of course, we want more land so we can do more things, have more animals. I'm on my goal to having that 100,000 acres. I'm not complaining about what I have. Always thankful for what I have. Hey, Hendrickson Family Farm, good to see you. Hopping in. If you guys haven't checked out their channel, check them out for sure. But good to see you. You're catching the very end of my stream. I'm actually gone quite a bit later than I thought I would. We'll hang out for a few more and fellowship for just a little bit more as I am enjoying it before we hop off. Looks like there's still 9 people in here. I do need to clean up this mess and do a few things here, though. So we won't be on too much later. Maybe 5 minutes. We'll say 5 minutes. Yeah. Well, great to see everyone got some good advice. We made our energy drink, our old Alabama Gardener energy drink. We got some seeds going, some sweet peas. And actually, I got some of those seeds still soaking because we had planted too many. And I don't want them to rot. So I'm going to end up sticking those in some little pots when we hop off. Oh, and Mr. Landfill Sin subbed with Hendrickson. Yeah, excellent. So part of this too, if you guys have a channel, my wife's telling me all the time, I'm always trying to say, go watch these people's channels. Now I understand you all don't have channels, not everyone. And if you don't, that's fine. You don't have to have a channel. But if you do, I do want to shout out and try and help you grow as well. So many people help me get to where I'm at. Almost 800 subscribers. Never thought I would be here. And that excites me because I get to reach more people and share more. There's more opportunity in me sharing more stuff. And then, and now I do want to do more giveaways. And this is actually supposed to be the week that I was doing a giveaway. I actually had forgot about that until last minute. So I do apologize. When I hop on next week, I may be doing that. And I'm probably going to be doing a giveaway of some of my seed packets, I'm thinking. So we'll do a giveaway in that stream. We'll go ahead and plan on that. When I do eventually get monetized or to that point, my goal is I want to take that money, invest some of it into the channel, but I really want to use that to do some giveaways that hopefully can really help people and be beneficial. I mentioned several times, but I'd like to earn enough that I can get a small solar generator, a Jackery, or I really like my 3B70, I think it is, Blue Yeti, but get something like that and be able to give something like that away. Or a bigger item I think would be really neat because that would really help some people out more so than the little trinkets I give. If you like my logo though, which way am I pointing? If you like my logo, I do plan on using this one and my other new logos that I'm doing. I want to make some stickers, some little stickers and some shirts for us. But I'll put those up on my site if I'm able to figure out how to get that going as well. But I want to give some of those things away as well. Let's see. Hendrickson Family Farm. I'm almost monetized. I just need to watch. You need your watch hours. Okay. So let's do this. And this is something other people did. I've watched other people do and help other people out. And so Hendrickson Family Farm needs some watch hours. So if you guys can, you have means, this is something I can do, is when I'm sitting in here and I'm cleaning up and doing my stuff, I'm going to go on and throw his playlist on and just let that play all in the background and let that run for his whole playlist. And we'll try and get you some hours there. I love watching them anyways. And then, of course, interacting. So as I see him, I'll come over and I'll hear something I like. Maybe put a comment in there, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to help him out, help them out over at Hendrickson Family Farm, let's get them some hours. I have some friends that are monetized their channels and they don't make very much. It might take a bit. I don't plan on making a lot. That's actually why I'm not thinking, oh man, I'm going to make money and that's what I'm going for. I don't even think of it necessarily as a side source or stream of income like some YouTubers do. I don't plan on getting that big. I don't know if that'll happen or not. So what I want to do is take that little bit and save it up and once again, and try and do a bigger giveaway every now and then. That's the goal. We give away like some water purifiers maybe, or some things like that. But cool. Might take a bit. Yeah. Mr. Landfill saying, we'll run some playlists at work. Best boss ever lets me watch YouTube in between taking care of customers. That is a good boss. That's awesome. I need to stop doing the talk to text because it doesn't make any sense when you do it. Oh, what'd you say? Let's see. I think I got what you were saying. That's awesome. All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and end it for tonight. We may be on tomorrow with Farmer Casey. If not, I will see you guys next Saturday night. Join me. We will do a giveaway and give away some of my seed packs. Hopefully this week I'm going to be coming. I have a couple videos recorded I'm going to be putting out. Look forward to watch. You can look forward to watching those. I do have a couple shorts I want to put out as well. So CDB, thank you for moderating as always. Great to see everyone in here, RG and Syke. Good to see you, Age and Clark. And you guys, thanks for joining. Everyone I may have missed, Hendrickson Family Farm. You guys rock. I do appreciate you. You really make this what it is. And this channel actually benefits me in more ways than you know. And I'll talk about that someday. But so I do appreciate it. Everyone have a great weekend. I'm going to go ahead and close by leaving the Quail Chat. So you guys stay strong, do the things, live a purpose-driven life. Enjoy my little exit here video here.